Hey, KJ, we're here in Sydney. The last time obviously we met was in Berlin, right? And so now I'm grateful that we were able to complete the Sydney Marathon yesterday. How do you feel today?
Bit sore. I'm recovering, but I do get a sense of accomplishment. At least I completed it, so feeling great.
Absolutely great to hear that. And obviously, crossing the line yesterday, what thoughts came to your mind first?
It's over. Done.
Yeah.
That was the key thing. It was a very challenging course.
Yeah.
The elevation gain was quite, was a lot, especially in the first half of the race.
Yeah.
So that was really challenging for me. That took a lot out of me. But it was a bit easier in the second half. And so I was really glad to finish, get it done and over with. The crowd was amazing.
Yeah.
The atmosphere, was electric. People of Sydney really came out to support us. So it was fantastic crossing that line and looking at the Opera House.
Yeah.
Very iconic building and nice view.
Absolutely. Yeah, I found the course the same as well. Particularly in the first half, downhill, and just when you're recovering, you're going up again.
Yeah.
Down again. So absolutely, totally. And I think it's the hardest course on the
so they say.
Yeah. So that's good. So they say, looking back at your training, right? Actually, maybe just staying focused on the race yesterday as well. Did you hit the famous wall, right? And at what point did you hit the wall? I think what did you do to kind of sustain yourself through the race?
I mean, I think I did. I think just the first half. I think because of the inclines.
Yeah.
That really impacted me because I trained in Europe, which was pretty flat terrain.
Yeah.
So running here with all those steep inclines was really difficult, and I think after just getting to half before the half marathon mark, it was just I hit the wall, and it was really difficult for me to progress. And I think that was it for me. I think maybe lesson learned. I should understand, maybe I could have modified my training a lot better for steep inclines. But look, at the end of the day, back of my mind was I just wanted to get it done.
Yeah, I found that the weather was quite good as well.
The weather was fantastic.
Fantastic, for a race.
Not too cold.
Yeah,
I've been on colder marathons before, but it's just perfect for the event.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So if you're going to rank, obviously you've done a few marathons now. So where would Sydney rank on your completion list?
I think it will maybe the third. I think my best so far will be Berlin and
interesting. See
Berlin and Chicago.
Yep. And
then Sydney, maybe a tie with Tokyo.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think the only fault with Sydney at all was just because of the steep inclines in the first half.
Yeah.
And there was also some very steep declines.
Yeah.
Which was not very good for the knees, especially when you're at that point where you're tired and you're going down almost at 10 degrees. So I think that was it for me. Other than that, the atmosphere was fantastic.
Sure, absolutely. So what I'm getting, right, obviously, if you're going to advise someone who's preparing for Sydney next year, so it's more, a lot of hill training.
Yeah, basically, it's 42 kilometers every week. Just understand that you're not going to run on the flat terrain.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So maybe just looking back at your, your training for Sydney, for instance, what were the key highlights for you, right? And at what point did you feel you were ready for Sydney?
Was I ready? For me, it's I set the dates.
Yeah.
August 31st, and I just try and walk back. What I needed to do before then. I think 13-14 weeks before then, started doing my races. I didn't run the marathon in the last 14-15 weeks, but I did a couple of half marathons.
Yeah.
I had a checklist of what I needed to do: eat right, work out, do a lot of knee exercises to ensure I had strong knees, strong lower body, and also my cardio.
Yeah. So
I had all those checklists I needed to do, and we pretty much completed most of it.
Yeah.
And I felt I was in the right. I think for me, what I found in the marathons I've run so far, it's not so much around the physical fitness for me.
Yeah.
It's the mental.
Absolutely.
You just need to overcome that mental.
Yeah.
It's your body. Once you push your body to do, you can do anything. Once you be able to get your mental health right, and
Yeah.
you can't push the body.
Yeah.
It will surprise you how much you can push your body to achieve anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And I think that's the mantra I have as well, right? It's
Yeah.
more. I think running the marathon, right, is 50% won in the head.
Yeah.
So if you believe that you can run it, then that's half the battle done. Then you can focus on the physical.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so absolutely. So obviously, just wrapping up then, and I think maybe just focus. You said something about diet, for instance. How important was diet in your training?
I mean, diet is key. Is everything. It's,
Yeah.
To me, it's 70 to 80% of what you needed to do.
Yeah.
And exercise is the rest, but diet,
Yeah.
you eat the right food, to keep the right weight,
Mm-hmm.
have the right energy, have the right calories.
Yeah.
It's absolutely important. I mean, diet is it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't be eating a lot of junk and drinking alcohol, drinking, trash before in the build up to the marathon.
Absolutely. Actually, someone used an analogy right once and say, your body's like an engine, right? Obviously, if you want to perform at your optimal, right, then the kind of engine oil you consume, right, and in this context, right, the food that you eat, right,
Agree,
goes a long way in determining how far and how well you go.
You can never, I mean, you can never outrun a bad diet.
Yeah.
You can't. So diet is king.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then maybe just finally then, in terms of Sydney, I know that perhaps it's similar to me. For instance, we just had just a few days on ground. For instance, but how have you found Sydney as a city, right? Would you say very welcoming, and would it be a city that you want to come back to again?
Just a few words: friendly, welcoming, clean. I mean, when I went to Tokyo last year, I felt Tokyo was, probably the cleanest and neatest city in the world. But now since Sydney is right up there.
Absolutely.
Very clean, and everybody's just friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell everybody, I've told my friends already, we're planning a holiday, think about Sydney. I mean, I know it's far.
Yeah.
It's far from almost everywhere.
Yeah.
But it's worth it when you get here down here.
No, absolutely. And then, I just find a lot of things you can do. Well, you can maybe plan 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you can fit in virtual walking from Australia while you're around. You can go to Sydney, you can go to Perth, you can go to Melbourne.
Yeah, but the time difference doesn't help. So
of course,
it's 9-10 hours difference. So walking in Europe while you're here makes it difficult. So I advise when you're in Sydney, be on holiday.
Well, true.
That I do.
Yeah, it will be if you want to factor in, a longer period, right? Then of course, then maybe if you have the flexibility to work with that,
if you do,
you
can handle the time difference. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay, listen. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Looking forward to running another race with you in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Thanks.